Still us.
Kind of how my high school visits go too.
Oh, I know.
I don't mind.
Why is it? Okay. How long have you been with Niagara?
I'm on 4.5 years. So this would be my 5th travel season, quote unquote, recruitment season. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Did you attend there?
I am one of the few in our office that did not attend, but the most of our staff are alumni. I think there's only 3 of us out of 9 who are not alumni, which is kind of
really?
funny. Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, I miss traveling. I miss Ohio.
Are you from Ohio?
I am. I'm from the Northeast corner. I'm from Asheville County.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh. One of my really good friends that I worked with at Bowling Green, she's from Ashtabula.
Yeah.
Do you know Chloe? She went to she works at BG still. She's been there for like 10 years.
Oh, really? Do you know what high school she went to?
Is there an Ashtabula high school?
Yes, there's Lakeside and all of that is what it was.
I'm pretty sure that's where she went. She's like, I don't know. I think we're probably about the same age, but I think she's like in her early 40s. So she's a little older than us.
Thank you for thinking I'm so young. I appreciate that.
Yeah, she was awesome though.
Wasn't great people come out of Asheville County. Yeah, I came to Buffalo, went to school, and then just never left. And all I've ever done is higher ed. So they're like, hey, there's an admissions job. I go, I don't know what that is, but they're going to pay me to travel. Cool.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Yeah, it sounds great. Rental cars. So
hotels?
Hotels, please. I'm a Marriott girl.
Oh, we are being recorded. That's that's fine.
No
okay, well, I don't see any students showing up yet, but I don't know if you want to just wait or if you want to start. What time is it? We're only 2 minutes after.
I'm excited to do one of these. I don't know if I'm excited for it to be recorded. But
I know, it's always weird when it's recorded.
No worries.
Maybe we'll give it like 1 more minute and see if anyone shows.
Perfect. Fine with me. Sounds good.
We need some music or something in the background.
Some nice elevator music.
Yeah. On some of the sessions that I've been doing, this organization that we work with over here, they have like a live DJ on the sessions. It's so cool. Gets the students like kind of hyped up and stuff.
I am sorry for every student that is watching this pre-record. I'm sorry I don't have a hype DJ. I can go grab my coworker next door, Kyle.
Yeah.
He could probably rap something. Maybe.
I was gonna say, can Kyle rap or like sing?
He did start our acapella group on campus, so that's a perk.
Oh, okay. So he has he's a little bit musically inclined.
More so than I am. I won't burn your guys' ears.
Well, I guess you can share some stuff with me about Niagara and we can just go through it.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, yep. I'll just, I'll stop sharing mine. You can share yours. And then if you just want to go through your presentation,
perfect.
That way, if anyone logs on later and wants to hear about it, they can learn.
Fantastic.
All right, I'll let you go.
The infamous sharing of this, can you see my screen saying, I think that's the most quoted line of 2020 these days.
Right. Not yet, almost. There we go.
Well, thank you to everybody who is joining us or tuning in for post-recording of this. My name is Emily. I am one of the admissions directors here at Niagara. My contact email, best way to contact me is email. We're not 100% on campus fully staff-wise, but my email and my cell phone are always available to be connect with me, whatever that may be. My cell phone is literally next to me the whole time. Feel free to call or text me anytime, any hour. That's not a problem. As I'm here for you guys, so I'm leaving this up for a little bit. So my recommendation, take a picture on your phone and then save my contact, and then feel free to shoot me an email or a text with your info, or just say hi. I've been recruiting in the Ohio area for, this would be my 5th year. Super exciting. I am originally born and raised in Ohio, came to Buffalo for school and never left. So I'm here for you guys in Ohio, so feel free to reach out if you do have any questions. Here are some quick facts about Niagara that I do want to share. I hope I just exited out of the whole thing. Can you still see my screen? There we go. Niagara University, we are a 4-year private Catholic Vincentian institution. Our 2 brother schools are St. Paul, St. John's over in Staten Island and Queens, and then DePaul University in Chicago, which is the largest Catholic university. So we're one of the 3 Vincentian universities. We are the smallest, but we're also the oldest. We are located right by Niagara Falls. It is about 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. If you want to cross to the Canadian border, when it does open back up, you can do that in less than 4 minutes. Out my window, I should have flipped my screen. Canada is right across the border, and we do overlook Canada every day, which is awesome. We do have over 80 different majors housed within our 4 different colleges. College of Arts and Science, which is kind of our catch-all for everything that is not business, education, or hospitality and tourism. So feel free. Biggest majors that we don't have are engineering, interior design, or architecture. But our most popular majors that we do have are business, nursing, education, our sports management program, communications, criminal justice, and then theater. Please know if you are interested in theater, we do attend Unifieds in Ohio in the Columbus area, so feel free to reach out to us. We do offer additional scholarship for our theater students as well through your audition when you apply to the program. Application process. It has changed quite a bit this year, so if any of you guys have not been able to take your ACT or SAT, please know that it is okay, because as of this year, we are test optional for all of our programs. That includes our nursing program and then also our biology program. With that being said, our nursing program, it is our most competitive program. There are only 80 seats, so I encourage you, if you have not started filling out your application and submitting it to the university, to do so. But since it is test optional, we are going to ask to have a essay from all of our nursing students stating why you're interested in our nursing program or becoming a nurse. With that being said, all of the rest of the application process is pretty easy peasy, as I like to think. We are rolling admission, so we don't have an early action or early decision, so you can apply at any time. We encourage now's the time that you're filling out those applications, getting your letters of rec, finishing up those essays and everything like that, and submitting them to us. Last week, we started sending out acceptance packets, so congratulations to those who have already received that nice purple packet in the mail. Requirements for our application. We are on niagara.edu. It is a very, very simple application, or on the Common App. Please know it's both of those applications. It is free to apply to us. Requirements, we are looking for that application. We need your official high school transcript from your high school. So please don't send me a copy. That's great. We can log it as an unofficial, but we need that official one. If it's taking a little bit of time, please let your counselor know that they can email it directly to me and I can have it added to your application. We're looking for at least 1 or 2 letters of reference, one being at least someone from your high school. If you have a second one, my lights just went off. There we go, sorry about that. One from your high school, so that whether that's a teacher or a guidance counselor that you're close with. And then the second letter of reference, if you want a second one from your high school, that's great. But please, if you're involved in any sports and you want one from your coach, you've done an internship, you have a job or anything like that, feel free to send in a second one. Essay. I've read a really great essay yesterday about a student getting bit by a copperhead snake. So please write your essays, make them interesting. My best advice is write your essay about something that I'm not going to find on your high school transcript, I'm not going to find on your application, or something one of your letters of references have written about, which is kind of cool. This is my time to get to know you during your essay and stuff like that. Of course, have someone proofread it. And then ACT, SAT, if you are submitting those scores, you're more than welcome to do that through College Board. If you're having any trouble, feel free to email me or call me or give me a text message. If you are having trouble getting those over to the university. And then last but not least, co-curricular resume. This is for any student that wants to tell us more about what you're involved in inside of school and outside of school. This can be you teach during the youth group, you're volunteering at a soup kitchen, your varsity letter all 4 years in soccer. This is where I like to say you get to brag, not even humble brag, but please brag about yourself so we can get to know you too and see what you're involved in. So maybe we can make some connections if you're involved in the rugby team, hooking you up with one of our students that are on clubs or rugby or something like that. Eagle Experience Scholarship is new this year, which is super, super exciting. It is a $1,500 scholarship for your first year that you're here at the university. So that would be split between your first 2 semesters as well. There are only 3 requirements, which is super exciting. First one is to visit or attend an event. We have tons of events online and also in person. I know Ohio is on our quarantine list right now, but as long as you are coming to New York State and you're here less than 24 hours, you are free to come and visit campus. We will do a COVID screening of you, take your temperature, and have you fill out a form. So please don't hesitate. You guys aren't too far from us. It's about 3.5 hours from the Cleveland area, about 5.5, 6 from Columbus, and about 7 from the Cincinnati area to kind of give you a gauge of where driving time. Submit your application by November 1st. This actually just changed yesterday, so you have until the 15th to submit your application to us. And this is just that niagara.edu application or your Common App application. As long as that application's to us, you're good to go. This doesn't have to be your transcript or your essay or your letters of reference. We know those take a little bit more time and your counselors are inundated with everybody requesting them. So it's just your application's completed. And then last but not least, connecting with me. Asking me any questions that you might have. Maybe it's about our psychology program. Maybe it's you're interested in club baseball or our knitting club on campus or what campus is like or how COVID's affected campus and how our students are coping with it and stuff like that. So feel free to reach out to me. I always invite parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, younger brother or sister to also join us in this conversation as they are a stakeholder in this as well. So Eagle Experience, super easy, $1,500 for you to earn. Since we're on the topic of money, let's keep it going. So scholarship opportunities, our merit scholarships range from $10,000 all the way up to $23,000. And this is awarded to you based off of your GPA, ACT and SAT scores if you're submitting, or if you're applying test optional, this is submitted as a holistic review, whether you are submitting scores or not. And our test optional students do qualify for our top scholarship now, which is super exciting this year. Feel free to reach out to me if you want a gauge of where you would be at scholarship wise, but you will receive that when you receive your acceptance packet in the mail. Additional scholarships. We have so much money to give you guys here at Niagara, so please feel free to reach out about any scholarship that we have. Additional scholarships that we have, that Eagle Experience that I just talked about on the last slide. We have an out-of-state scholarship. This is huge for my Ohio students. You receive $2,000 for every year that you're on campus at Niagara, and that goes for up to 4 years. So that's $8,000 that you don't have to worry about taking out a loan for. Plus your first year, we're going to cover your books for a $200 book voucher for your first year. Books here at Niagara starting this year are only $400, so you are only going to have to come up with $200. If you're any science major or, oh my gosh, any major, books can be really expensive. So this is a great thing that the university has done to help students lower the cost across the board. And the best part about this is included in your financial aid package, your books are. So you don't have to worry about, so if you have to use loan money or not, you don't have to worry about working at the ice cream shop or serving coffee from Starbucks, much appreciated today, to help pay for books. That's all included in your financial aid package, which is great. Legacy scholarship, which is huge. So if you have a family member who has graduated from Niagara University, feel free to reach out to us, mark that on your application as well. If you haven't marked it on your application, please reach out to me, let me know, and we can have that added. This can be a mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, anything like that, immediate family, stepmom, stepdad. Feel free to reach out to us because that's an extra $1,000 per year. I do have some students who have siblings here on campus who are also legacy students. Please know that the first sibling will receive $2,000, and then the student entering the university last will receive $1,000, which is super exciting to the family. And thanks for keeping us in the family. We appreciate that. Scholarship opportunity search, we refer to this as our SOS page, our help, I need money. Once you're applied and accepted to the university, this is an opportunity for you to reach out, search our website. There's over 150 scholarships on there. I always tell all of my students, even if you kind of qualify for a scholarship, please apply to it. What that means is it might ask that you're a nursing student, we're looking for a 90 overall GPA for the qualifications for the scholarship, but maybe you have like an 87. Please apply to it, because if nobody else is applying to it, we want to get rid of that money. And that goes for any scholarship that you're applying to, whether that's back home within your community or posting through your high school's portal or anything like that. Apply to scholarships. It really does help throughout the process. Campus life. So we're in COVID time, so this is my time where I talk about how Niagara has really, I want to say, given the best that they could to our students. So our students are on campus. We are in week 9. We're finishing up week 9, which is super exciting. Our students are leaving for Thanksgiving break and finishing one last week remotely. With that being said, we do have students who are staying at home and doing all of their classes online remotely as well. If they wanted that opportunity, they just weren't 100% ready to come back to campus. We did offer that to students. So please know that's how we have been dealing with it. But we want to make sure that all our students are being successful, but also feeling comfortable and safe as well. And of course, continuing to stay healthy. With this being said, all of our students on campus are wearing masks. So that's inside and outside of the classroom, outside when they're walking from class to class. The times that students can take off their mask is when they're in their residence hall room or when they're eating in one of our dining facilities. So whether that's the dining hall or in Gallagher in our student union, which is pretty nice. The website here, feel free to take a screenshot of that as well. Housing is another crazy thing that's happened during COVID. We have offered for our students, if they are interested, to have their own room. I want to live on campus. I still want to enjoy Niagara University when I come this fall, but I don't feel comfortable having a roommate. We were able to accommodate students to have their own room, but not have a roommate this fall, which is really nice. With that being said, we did not raise the price if you did want to live in a single room. So not all universities did that, which is really nice and really says a lot about the university and our mission and making sure that we can continue to make campus and still keep students involved. I also put up this link because if you do come visit campus, we are not allowing guests into the residence hall, but on that link, there are 3D tours of all residence halls and all the rooms within the residence halls. So if you are hopping on, please know that Seton and O'Shea are usually our freshman, sophomore towers. There are doubles and triples on there, and then also the lounges, there's tours of them as well. But please, I encourage you, feel free to explore all of the residence halls. There's 7 different ones. Eagle Circle Apartments are pretty cool. Those are for our upperclassmen, but my favorite is Varsity Village. So it's a little house. You have 10 to 13 of your friends with a common theme or living learning community that you share a house with on campus. And it literally is a little house, which is kind of cool. Campus activities, please know, we had an event last night online and students were wondering, are activities still happening? Please know they are still happening. Yes, quite a bit of them are virtual, but if there is an in-person event, we are allowing students to tune in virtually. So if they don't feel comfortable going to a magician or a hypnotist on campus, that they do have that option to still tune in. A lot of trivia is going on. Students are very competitive about that, but the most competitive one is bingo. And again, they're handing out a lot of cash with these events too, which is kind of cool. We also just had a food truck on campus too. So Late Night Niagara happens every Friday night on campus. And again, this is happening virtual or in person. Siblings weekend is always a huge hit for all of our family members. End zone is for our sports, which we are Division I in all of our sports. Hockey is one of our bigger ones, so is basketball, lacrosse, women's lacrosse, I should say, men's and women's soccer. Please feel free if you are interested in playing one of our D1 sports, fill out the prospective athlete card, and coaches will be reaching out to you. We do have a ton of different clubs and events on campus. There's over 100 different student clubs. They are still heavily involved right now. I saw the women's rugby team practicing on the turf. I've seen women's lacrosse practicing and stuff like that at 8 a.m. It was a little dark this morning, so the lights were on, which was pretty cool to see the field lit up. Please know there's academic clubs. So if you're interested in education, there's Future Teachers of America, the NU chapter. If you're interested in hospitality, Club Managers Association of America, the student chapter, which I will praise them. They've won 11 years in a row nationwide, which really attests to our hospitality program, the internships and the fieldwork that our students are getting experience with. Finally, interest clubs. This is where I like to bring up, if we have something on campus that you are interested in, but it's not quite a club yet, you can make this happen. And the biggest way this has happened is with our esports club. We had a bunch of students that were interested in gaming and esports. We didn't have a club for it. Students got together, formed a club. The university was really taking interest in this. It's become pretty big nationwide, I would say, between all the universities. So now our esports club will hopefully soon be turning into a D1 team. With that, they also have their own gaming lounge and a hangout lounge for students to hang out, watch our students play, but also watch if there's any big games coming on. It's called The Nest, and it's in one of the residence halls. 60-inch TVs, get all your friends together. I know they've been watching like The Amazing Race. Some of the ladies and gentlemen have been getting together to watch the Bachelorette down there. Those are huge up here, so sporting events too. So please know, just because we don't have something doesn't mean you can't make it exist. You just need a couple friends and an advisor, which is really exciting too. Visiting Niagara. I talked a little bit about this during the application process and Eagle Experience. Please know that we are hosting tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of events. We're hosting events almost weekly. I encourage you to also follow us on social media, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're on all of them. Some of our students are doing Takeover Tuesday, but please know that we are broadcasting some of our events on Facebook Live as well while they're happening. So if you can't make the drive for education event that's happening at 6 o'clock because you are working and stuff like that, please know you can tune in live, which is really cool as well. And we're also hosting them through Zoom. So come up to campus any day that campus is open. Please know we are offering, there goes my lighting. Guys, I'm really sorry about this. There we go. Any day that campus is open, we are open for visits too. We're also hosting tons of open house and Saturday visits as well. With that being said, same as if you were a student on our campus, we're going to ask you to wear your mask the entire time while you are here. Like I said, we'll send you a COVID screening form prior to. If you can bring that with you. If not, we have them here that you can fill out. And then our wonderful ladies downstairs will also take your temperature before you come in as well. So on-campus appointments, those are group plus a tour. We do offer open house. Anytime there is an open house on campus, we're also hosting a virtual one as well. But if you can come up, please, I encourage you come up. Campus is gorgeous right now with all of our leaves changing. Major discussions. So if you're interested in a certain major, such as psychology, they're having an event on November 17th. Come join. I'm hosting that one, so I definitely know when that one is. We have them for criminal justice, theaters happening this weekend. So definitely check our event page and see if there's anything going on. Financial aid is huge. Everybody wants money, so we're always here offering our financial aid staff hops on with us and talks about any questions that you might have, whether that's filling out the FAFSA scholarship opportunities or anything like that. NU coming to your area. So Ohio's been a little crazy in our governor's eyes with positive rates and stuff like that. Since I am from the area, I will be coming home for Thanksgiving. So hopefully you tune in and see this before Thanksgiving. I'm going to attempt to host some Niagara nights, some Niagara information sessions at some hotels within the Columbus and Cleveland area. So again, if you're interested, feel free to contact me directly or fill out our interest form online or reach out and say, hey, if you're coming to the area, I'd love to meet up with you. whether that's at a Panera, a Starbucks, or coming to one of the information nights. These will be at hotels. I'll send out a survey to kind of gauge what time and day works best for everyone. And feel free to bring your families, but again, we would just be following COVID protocol as it is here in New York and then also in Ohio. So wearing masks, maybe they'll bring some NU masks because we do have them. And then just be able to answer any questions that you do have, which leads me to, if you have any questions, I'm going to exit out and see if there's any Q&As, and I don't think there are. But yeah, just any questions for me? Anything I missed? Anything I should add?
That was awesome, Emily. Thanks for sharing some information about Niagara. I learned a lot. And hopefully, yeah, any students that are watching this and joining later, I know you put your contact info in there, but we'll just have them watch the recording and hopefully get a hold of you. So
perfect. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great senior year or junior year, and feel free to reach out and come up and visit campus. We're not too far away.
thanks, Emily. Take care.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.